wrestling fans, you know, do you remember when Monday Night Raw, around this time, during WrestleMania season, used to be the place to be. WrestleMania season used to be the time where Raw was the most exciting. If there was ever a time during the year that we could count on WWE to deliver the best wrestling product, it was during WrestleMania season. That was the time that each and every wrestling fan could count on WWE. Wrestling fans, I am here to tell you that tonight we can not count on WWE for that. Especially this year. Tonight absolutely proved that. We're seeing in the main event right now, which is why I am not watching it, an 8-man tag team matchup. The Street Profits and the Viking Raiders taking on the Monday Night Messiah and all three of his disciples, Murphy and the AOP. Wrestling fans, the only two things that really should get you hyped up on this Monday Night Raw was AJ Styles calling out the Dead Man for WrestleMania, ripping him to shreds, virtually calling him by his name, saying he was a broken down has-been, saying he was out of his prime, telling him that he should have retired 10 years ago, which a lot of wrestling fans probably agree with that, honestly. The perfect time in a lot of wrestling fans' eyes that Undertaker should have retired was at WrestleMania 28, end of an era, okay? But, wrestling fans, let me be perfectly honest. The AJ Styles promo tonight was absolutely perfect. It was great. And the contract signing next week will probably see AJ Styles go through a table, because that is what every Undertaker contract signing ends up doing. Choke slam right through a table. There you go. Last time he had a contract signing, Brock Lesnar went straight through a table with a choke slam. Wrestling fans, I'm sure we're going to see that again, but it's going to be entertaining, and everybody's going to go absolutely nuts. Okay? Can't wait to see that contract signing next week. Outside of that, wrestling fans, Edge returned tonight and beat the crap out of MVP to the point where there was no return for MVP. 2 concerto shots and a spear for MVP tonight. Oh, and by the way, Randy Orton received an RKO by Edge tonight. I'm sure, just by that, if you have not already figured out, we are going to see Edge versus Randy Orton at WrestleMania. Edge is back, and it's pretty much made official, okay? Just by that. I have no idea. I really don't know why they did not take that and just make the match official by that. They tend to do that sometimes, wrestling fans. You and I both know this. So those two things really stood out to me tonight, and I'm sure they stood out to you as well. Outside of that, you had Becky Lynch, who pretty much said she was ready for Shayna Baszler at WrestleMania. Okay, that was short, sweet, to the point at the opening segment of Monday Night Raw. And then they had some, filler matches that I really did not care about. I mean, honestly, I think it's a shame that they took the Aleister Black matchup versus Seth Rollins, and they ended it with a DQ, and turned it into an 8-man tag team matchup. If they would have kept it one-on-one and dragged it out to the end, and maybe ended it with a disqualification, and then gave an 8-man tag team match the following week, I might not be sitting here griping about it. But I'm griping instead. Women's tag match. Okay. Well, we have the Riot Squad. It looks like they're setting up possibly maybe a triple threat match for the pre-show of WrestleMania. Or they're going to be battling it out in the women's battle royal. Okay? Something like that. Something of that nature. When, you had Natalya and Liv Morgan taking on the Kabuki Warriors, tonight. Kabuki Warriors victorious. We all knew this was going to happen, alright, wrestling fans? You had all the, all the Riot Squad down there battling it out, and Liv Morgan not even caring about the match and only caring about the Riot Squad. Okay, are we supposed to care about this stuff? No. Seriously, no. Especially when Liv Morgan cares more about the Riot Squad than the tag titles. Tag titles weren't on the line, but clearly the tag titles still meaningless in the WWE. Now, outside of that, not a whole lot. Rey Mysterio's back in action. Alright. He picks up the victory tonight against Zelina Vega's associate, Angel Garza. Okay. It looks like we could be having some type of what I think might be a pretty good matchup. Andrade and Angel Garza taking on Humberto Carrillo and Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania. That would be a good matchup. Tag team match with those four. All four of them have had a rivalry back and forth. Or you could have Andrade defend title against Humberto Carrillo or Rey Mysterio. Whatever the case. Some type of interaction with those four individuals. I would rather see the tag team matchup and just forget about the U.S. title being on the line. How many times can Humberto Carrillo lose for the United States Championship? Right, wrestling fans? Seriously. So, have a tag match and then have those two pick up the victory over Andrade and Angel Garza. Alright? That's just my opinion on that. And other than that, Monday Night Raw did not have anything that's really worth talking about. Okay, wrestling fans? So y'all let me know what you're thinking about it in the comments below. I'm getting out of here because I don't care what happens in the main event. If y'all watch the main event, tell me what happens in the comments below. And until I see you again, this is Webby, and I'll catch you on the other side. Talk to you later.